Good afternoon, distinguished guests. On behalf of the International Center and in partnership with the Embassy of Hungary to the United States and the Secretary of State of Indiana, it's an honor to welcome you to this special occasion, the installation ceremony of the Honorary Consul of Hungary to Indiana, as one of the newest members of the Consular Corps of Indianapolis. The Consular Corps of Indianapolis is a network of diplomatic representatives, including a career consul and honorary consuls, who serve as liaisons between their respective countries and the state of Indiana. The Consular Corps plays a vital role in fostering international relations, promoting economic and cultural exchanges, and supporting foreign nationals and businesses within the region. Representing a wide range of nations, the Consular Corps of Indianapolis comprises 14 consulates, each representing their respective countries and serving as a vital link between Indiana and the global community. We are pleased to have many of them here joining us today. We are also honored to welcome the esteemed Hungarian dignitaries who have traveled to be with us today for the installation and presentation of credentials. Reflecting the deep and growing relationship between Hungary and Indiana. The presence of all elected officials and distinguished guests is recognized with the appreciation for their support and leadership. At this time, I'd like to invite our Indiana officials to offer their opening remarks. Please welcome to the stage the Lieutenant Governor of Indiana.
Thank you. Well, thank you all for having me today. This is an honor. Sidonia, congratulations, and I know you will do a great job just connecting the bridge between Hungary and Indiana, and we are excited for that relationship to grow even more. Today we celebrate the shared values and unique connections between Indiana and Hungary. At first glance, these two places may seem worlds apart, but when we look closer, we can find remarkable similarities that bind us together. The first that comes to mind is agriculture. The backbone of both Indiana and Hungary, it is agriculture. In Hungary, the great Hungarian plain has long been a source of prosperity, yielding crops like wheat and corn and sunflowers. And here in Indiana, our rich farmland that God has given us has made us a leader in the production of corn, soybeans, and of course, pork. Agriculture is not just an industry in Hungary and Indiana, it is a way of life. It is a tradition passed down through generations and testimonies to the resilience and the ingenuity of both Hoosiers and Hungarians. But our similarities do not end there. Above all, we agree on the most important of all things, and that is religious freedom. In Indiana, religious freedom is protected under the U.S. Constitution and through our own Constitution and through the Religious Freedom Restoration Act. This allows Hoosiers and Indiana organizations to practice their beliefs freely. It reflects a long-standing American tradition of protecting individual liberties while navigating the complexities of an ever-changing, politically correct, and sometimes a woke society. Hungary also holds a religious freedom as its fundamental right. Its constitution not only guarantees this freedom, but also acknowledges the importance of Christianity in preserving the nation's identity. And I love that about the foundations of Hungary and the foundations of the United States, that the Judeo-Christian ethic being the foundations of where we get our moral law from. Both Indiana and Hungary illustrate how religious freedom is not just a legal matter, it is a cultural and political one. In Indiana, discussions around faith often influence and intersect with broader societal issues, such as men and women's sports, or the role of parents in school, or pro-life laws in our state. Finally, we both celebrate cultural pride. This is a cornerstone of both Hungarian and Hoosier identities. Hungary's rich traditions reflect a deep sense of heritage and community, and here in Indiana, we share that same pride and hold on to our customs we've practiced since we were children. And our shared values, our dedication to agriculture, our embrace of religion, freedom, and family, and our cultural pride, we can find that common ground. These shared views demonstrate who we are and where we come from. This is an awesome and unique experience for us to be here together in person today. And so I want to say thank you for joining us. And may God bless Indiana, and may God bless Hungary, and all of the endeavors that we link arms to build a brighter future for tomorrow. Thank you all. It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Next, I'd like to invite the Attorney General of the state of Indiana to continue with our opening remarks.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to be here with you all. I'm very proud of Indiana today. I'm proud of the Indiana Secretary of State's office, and I'm very proud of our current Secretary of State. Speaking quite briefly as a former Secretary of State, I will say that this is a great evolution for the office. Before Secretary Morales, previous Secretaries of State, including myself, may have wanted to, but we didn't focus on Indiana's special relationships, not only with other states, but with other nations, with other countries. So in my view, it's entirely befitting and entirely appropriate that we're having this ceremony today, led by our great Indiana Secretary of State, Diego Morales. Special welcome to you, Deputy. I appreciate you being here. Hungary, as our Lieutenant Governor noted, has a special relationship right here in Indiana, and I would expect and hope that Indiana has that very same reciprocal place in Hungary. We both are peoples that appreciate a free market. We appreciate liberty. We value religious liberty. And as increasingly rare as that may be in Europe, those values, those concepts are a bright, shining city on the hill, if you will, right here, right there in sister Hungary. So thank you very much for your and your government's leadership and being that bright spot in Europe. Now, anyone who knows who is soon to be the Honorary Consul of Hungary for the state of Indiana, Sidonia Nicolai, knows that she is absolutely well suited for this role. And after assuming the duties of this position earlier this year, she has already hit the ground running. So I want to add the Attorney General's office congratulations, and the people of the state of Indiana's congratulations, not only to Sidonia, but indeed to everyone else who benefits from her capable service. Given her own roots, I know that Sidonia certainly aspires to strengthen the ties between Hungary and the state of Indiana. So please let me offer my congratulations and my highest honor to this ceremony here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Attorney General. Next, in our opening remarks, it's my pleasure to welcome to the stage the Secretary of State of Indiana.
Thank you, Peter. Well, thank you, Peter. No, it's great to be here today for the installation of the Honorary Consul of Hungary in the great state of Indiana. I cannot be so proud to have joining us today the best Lieutenant Governor in America, Micah Beckwith, and the best Attorney General in America, my good friend Todd Rokita. Thank you both for being here. And of course, as the Attorney General said, Sidonia already has hit the ground running by building relationships for Indiana, not only to the world, but also with other states. And it is a testament to see today the Secretary of State of Nebraska, our good friend Bob Ebnen. Thank you and welcome to the Hoosier State, Mr. Secretary. Of course, we want to give a special Husher welcome to His Excellency Szabolcs Takács, the Ambassador of Hungary to the United States. My friend, it's always good to see you. As well as His Excellency Mr. István Jakob, Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Hungary. Welcome to Indiana, sir. To the Consul General, Mr. Balázs Marfoni, thank you. And of course, someone who doesn't need introduction to Indiana, someone who went to Purdue, and Mr. Lieutenant Governor, you already met with the delegation earlier today. Quickly, you probably saw someone with a Purdue tie, which is my good friend. Good to see you, my friend, Bella, Kochi Bella. Now, I've been blessed to have visited Hungary many, many times. In fact, when I arrived in Budapest, I felt in love with the country. And I am proud to say that I have met the Prime Minister, so please give our best for a great Prime Minister on Viktor Orban. As Indiana Secretary of State, I am proud to witness this important milestone in our growing relationship with Hungary, a relationship that has been long defined by shared values, mutual respect, and strong cultural economic ties. In the past 2 years, I have the honor of welcoming dozens of international trade delegations, ministers, and ambassadors into the Secretary of State's office. These visits have only deepened our connections and provided opportunities of collaboration, trade, culture, and education. Our partnership with Hungary, it is strong. Indiana loves Hungary. Let me say that again. Indiana loves Hungary. As Peter stated, we have great partnerships with the International Center. There are right now 14 honorary consulates here in Indiana. One of my goals was to elevate the Secretary of State's office through hard work and dedication. And I'm proud to tell you that indeed we have put Indiana in the international stage. Hungary and Indiana both share a commitment to innovation, education, and fostering international relationships. As we look forward for new opportunities, I have no doubt that this honorary consul appointment will serve as an important bridge. I would like to emphasize for members of the media here today that this appointment is made with great care and consideration. They are based on merit, with deep understanding of the importance of fostering positive international relations. The new honorary consul of Hungary has earned this recognition, and I am confident that Sidonia will represent both Hungary and Indiana with high distinction. On a personal note, I want to not only extend my warmest congratulations and best wishes to the newly installed honorary consul, but also to say, Sidonia, I'm very proud of you. I know you will be incredible in this role, representing Indiana and Hungary, and I want you to know that you continue to inspire me. Together, we will continue to strengthen our ties between Indiana and Hungary, creating a future of even greater opportunities of shared success. Let me finish by this. You have a partner in the Secretary of State's office. You have a partner on Diego Morales. We will continue to elevate Indiana and to put Indiana on the international stage. God bless Indiana, and may God bless the great country of Hungary. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary. Now, for the installation remarks, it's my privilege to welcome to the stage His Excellency, the Ambassador of Hungary to the United States.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I'd like to express our profound gratitude that the great Hoosier state of Indiana is giving home to this Hungarian ceremony. I'm very thankful to the state leadership, Lieutenant Governor Michael Beckwith, Attorney General Todd Rokita, Secretary of State Diego Morales. Thank you very much for hosting us in this beautiful building, the State House of the great state of Indiana. This is not the first time for me to be in this building. Sometimes I feel as if I was coming home, but in fact, when I really look deep inside, it is home for Hungary as well. We are very thankful that you honor us with your presence, the Secretary of State from Nebraska, Mr. Robert Evnen. Thank you very much for honoring us, and also members of the Consular Corps. Martin Bayer, a good friend of ours, head of the International Center in Indiana. It was many years ago when we first met, so our story with Indiana started years before. And it was intentional, because we Hungarians realized that we cannot focus only on the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., which is, of course, a very important state capital. But we have to reach out to America, to different states, and it was a strategic, intentional decision and move years ago. And that's how we found a partnership in Indiana, which has always shown respect, friendship, and openness to my country, for which I'm very, very, very thankful. And I'm more than happy to introduce to you a high-level Hungarian delegation headed by the Honorable Deputy Speaker of the Hungarian National Assembly, His Excellency István Jakab. Thank you very much for leading another Hungarian delegation for this ceremony, together with my colleagues, Consul General from Chicago, my colleagues from Washington, D.C. and elsewhere. If I compare Indiana and Hungary, you said, Attorney General, that it might sound strange how these two entities relate, but I could tell you a number of things why we believe that this is a livable and viable partnership. We know that you in Indiana, you attach a lot of importance to your identity, to your past, to your family, to your religion. And this is what is very similar in Hungary, because we are a nation of 1100 years, and we have been fighting all our history different challenges in order to preserve who we are. And you see, we would like to be here for another 1100 years at least. And in order to do that, we must focus on ourselves, our families. And in Hungary, children are not looked as a burden, but as a blessing. So we invest a lot in the family policy. We spend 6% of our GDP on families. It's, I think, very unique in the world. We spend 2% on NATO. I think we will have to increase it to 5%, because there's a voice in Washington, D.C. who keeps reminding us that we have to spend more. And for the last 4 years, of course, we did not focus that much on D.C. only. Now the things have changed somewhat, because there's a new tenant in the White House now, who is a great friend of ours. President Trump and Prime Minister Viktor Orban of Hungary established a very close and very personal partnership and relationship. We met the current president even the last 4 years while he was not in office a couple of times, and I think it creates a great platform for us that we can move on. And this is how we look at America, a country that must be respected in the world, a country which has a role in the world, and we are behind America in being a peacemaker in the world, in putting things back on the right track. And we Hungarians, who are very so proud of our Christian or Judeo-Christian identity, our conservative values, this is quite natural for us that we are partnering with states like Indiana. I would like to express my profound gratitude to everybody, especially the Secretary of State, Diego Morales, his spouse, Sidonia Nicolai, who has been truly supportive to us. We have brought a couple of Hungarian delegations here, ministers, secretaries, all kinds of delegations. And of course, we are very much aware that Indiana has a number of strengths, including agriculture. And I know that you are all involved in agriculture. It should be as it is. The Deputy Speaker is also not only a member of Parliament for 20 years and a Deputy Speaker of the Assembly, but he's the President of the largest Hungarian agricultural representation union, Hungarian Farm Bureau. And as such, he knows quite a few things about agriculture. So this is a great area where we can exchange notes and combine our forces. But it's not agriculture only. Indiana is famous for any other things. The famous Indy race and the automotive industry very much puts Indiana on the global map. Now in Hungary we are very robust in automotive industry. The major European car makers, especially Germans, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Audi, they are all manufacturing in Hungary as the only country apart from Germany where all three are present. And although there are challenges now in transatlantic trade, but we are behind those forces who would like to approximate the United States to Europe, to Hungary, and the automotive industry is another great area where we can work. There are companies from Indiana which are present in Hungary. We have 1,700 American companies, many of them from Indiana. Ellison or Eli Lilly, just to mention the biggest ones, and they create a lot of jobs for Hungarians, for which we are very, very thankful. So apart from ideology and politics, it's also business and agriculture and education and scientific knowledge. We already have an established partnership between the Notre Dame University in South Bend and the Catholic University in Budapest. But there are other very significant, highly valued universities like Purdue or the Indiana State University, which we would like to bring closer to Hungary. Science, innovation, we Hungarians, we are very proud that last year 2 out of the 5 Nobel Prize winners were Hungarian. One in physics and the other one is life sciences. It was a Hungarian scientist who found the vaccine to COVID, a messenger RNA vaccine, Katalin Karikó, who lives in the state of Philadelphia and also in Hungary. And I keep telling my American friends that if you are vaccinated by Moderna or Pfizer, one day you will wake up and you will speak Hungarian. That's our secret strategy. That's how we would like to penetrate into the US society. But now this is the next level. After many years of investments, this is the next level that we officially install Sidonia as the official representative of Hungary in the great state of Indiana. We are thankful for her work, for the work of the Secretary of State. And now we sleep better in Washington, D.C. because there is someone who is working instead of us in Indiana. And as Secretary of State said, she will represent also the state of Indiana in Hungary and elsewhere. I think she's the best choice. We are grateful for her commitment and we look forward to working with you. You are all welcome to Hungary. I hope that we can greet you sooner than later. And I wish you well. I wish you all the luck and congratulations on the great work that you have done. I think this state needs leaders like you, and these leaders need people like what you have in the state of Indiana. I look forward to working with you, and thank you very much for hosting us once again. I wish you well, Sidonia. Good luck. Thank you. We stay here. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Now for the presentation of the credentials. Deputy Speaker, Consul General, Honorary Consul. The presentation of the credentials. The presentation of the official shield.
This is heavier, somewhat.
Thank you so much for your beautiful words. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, dear friends, and fellow enthusiasts of Hungarian cuisine and the fine palinka, it is with immense gratitude and humility that I stand before you today as the first honorary consul of Hungary. To the great state of Indiana. I want to thank everyone who made this happen. The Hungarian embassy, particularly His Excellency Ambassador Szabolcs Tokás, his beautiful wife. Thank you for the trust invested in me. A big thank to his excellent team, including Béla Kocsi, who has become an integral part of the Hoosier state, the Hungarian government, the U.S. State Department, the Secretary of State of Indiana, for supporting and focusing on building international relations. I am deeply honored and excited about the challenging future ahead, working alongside wonderful people who share the same passion for investing in the success of Indiana, and its international cooperation will make this experience truly rewarding. I would like to extend my gratitude to those who are active parts in this commitment to international cooperation. The International Center, who coordinates the Consular Corps, for making this event possible, for understanding the importance of this mission, and for their effort in bringing the world to Indiana. The fantastic team of honorary consuls representing countries from around the world here in Indiana, could not be more happy and excited to be part of this beautiful team. The extraordinary team of Honorary Consul of Hungary in the US. I also had the honor to meet and know our new Consul General of Hungary to Chicago, Honorable Balázs Martonfi. It's a pleasure to know you, and I'm excited about the opportunity to working with you. Promise not to give you too much headaches. I appreciate Indiana's elected officials and their dedication for this great state. Lieutenant Governor Michael Beckwith, Attorney General Todd Rokita, and Secretary of State Diego Morales. I feel blessed to work with you in the future. I also feel blessed to have two distinguished guests with us today, Mr. István Jakab, Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly of Hungary, whom I had the privilege of knowing while meeting in Budapest last year. Mr. Jakab, thank you for your kindness, for your warm welcome, and all you do for Hungary. Jakab úr, köszönöm. Köszönöm kedvességért, szívélyes fogadtatását, míg Budapesten voltunk, és köszönöm mindent, amit Magyarországért tesz. I will also like to acknowledge the presence of a distinguished lawyer, dear friend of my family, and an excellent mentor, the Secretary of State of Nebraska, Honorable Robert Evnen. Thank you, Bob, for your time, your support, your encouragement. I appreciate you. Dear distinguished guests, I am incredibly honored and thrilled to step into this role dedicated to serving Indiana's Hungarian community. My mission is to strengthen, nurture, and diversify the relationship between Hungary and Indiana, two places that I call home and share meaningful values and aspirations. My primary goal will be to enhance bilateral relations by engaging with local businesses and educational institutions. I aim to foster dialogue that promotes understanding, breaking down barriers, and facilitate potential partnerships. Through this effort, we can unlock new markets for business opportunities and investment that will enhance the prosperity of the people of Indiana and the people of Hungary. A significant driving force in my life has always been the welfare of children. They represent the next generation, carrying forward our legacy. I have always tried to instill in them the importance of hard work, family values, reliability, and the courage to face challenges head-on. It is vital for them to believe in themselves and build resilience. The potential of today's children is immense, and our responsibility is to actively nurture their growth. We must help them discover their passion, engage with the world around them, be careful with social media, build confidence and emotional maturity, accept responsibility, remain curious, and aim high, while diligently working to realize their fullest potential. Most importantly, I seek to inspire them with the understanding that hard work is irreplaceable, but can be the most satisfying and fulfilling pursuit. To this end, my key objectives will be to create meaningful opportunities for students and teachers from Indiana and Hungary to interact, learn from one another, and grow together. As I embark on this journey, I am committed to facilitating initiatives that promote cultural exchange, collaborative projects, and share learning experience between educational institutions in both regions. My hope is that these exchange programs, internships, and fellowships will forge partnerships that extended far beyond the conclusion of those programs. When student and teacher benefit from these types of programs, they gain fresh perspectives, new problem-solving approaches, cultural understanding, adaptability to diverse environments, and robust network that will benefit their future careers. I genuinely look forward to the journey ahead, and I am eager to explore the myriad opportunities that lay before us. With your unwavering support, I am confident that we can strengthen our ties and enrich lives throughout education, cultural exchanges, and economic opportunities. Before I conclude, I want to express again my sincere gratitude to each one of you for taking the time to be here today. Your support means the world to me. To celebrate this occasion, we have some delightful Hungarian dessert for you to enjoy. Additionally, as a token of my appreciation, I would like to present you with a small gift. It's the iconic Rubik's Cube. It's the invention of the Hungarian engineer Ernő Rubik, alongside a handmade little pin created by Dora, featuring traditional Hungarian motifs. Thank you once again for being here. Thank you.
Thank you all. We'll do some group photos momentarily, followed by a receiving line. Please help yourselves to the refreshments. Okay.